So we'll go to the next type of matrix. Now this particular matrix is very useful for matrices. Matrices may be both acha questions bante hain, and even you can use this concept in other places in maths also. Okay? Very important. In fact, majority of questions in previous year mains, recent mains, you'll see from this type of matrix. The name is orthogonal matrix. Orthogonal matrix. Okay. So let us go ahead with the definition. A matrix A. A matrix A such that A transpose into A equal to A into A transpose equal to I. Okay. A matrix A such that A transpose into A is same as A into A transpose, and that is same as the identity matrix of the same order. Okay. Whatever is the order of A, it is of the same order. Okay. So matrix A such that A transpose into A is identity matrix. Is called an orthogonal matrix. Is called an orthogonal matrix. Okay. Right. So orthogonal matrix. You're multiplying a matrix with itself and you're getting identity matrix. Then you're calling it as orthogonal matrix. Very interesting name. When do you call two vectors orthogonal?
When the angle between them is pi by 2.
90. Okay. So just keep that in mind. We'll be using this. So let me just write a few notes. Notes or not, whatever. First note. If A into A transpose is equal to I, can I take determinant on both sides? Yes, you can always take a determinant on both sides. So determinant of A into determinant of B, which is something I have not taught you guys, but still, this can be written as determinant A into determinant B. So this is same as determinant A into determinant of A transpose. What is the determinant of identity matrix? Any guesses? सोच के बताएं.
0.
No.
1.
You're thinking na tukka nahi mara na sab. See how do you get determinant? This is the cofactor of this. The 1. 3 by 3 identity matrix में क्या होता है? What is the determinant of this? 1 into 1 minus 0. So every time you'll find it as 1. And no matter how big it is, along all the other columns it is 0, no? Because you're heading with 0, except the first column, first element, where you're heading with 1. Okay. So the determinant of identity matrix is always 1, right? Okay, but now once again something new which all of you might not be knowing. Determinant of A is same as determinant of A transpose. A and A transpose have the same determinant value. Just because you apply transpose doesn't mean the determinant will change. Determinant will remain same. We'll prove later on when we discuss determinants. Okay. Which means determinant of A square is equal to 1. Of course, now you can tell determinant of A is plus minus 1. But what is something more interesting to us? From here, can I say determinant of A is not 0? Okay. So what? So what if this is not 0?
Idempotent matrix.
No, no, no. Idempotent means what? It has a potency to produce itself. And
But
here
it is
determinant can
also
be 0 and determinant can be 1 also. That is not idempotent. There is a name for this. If the determinant is not 0, what type of matrix do we call it?
non-singular.
Non-singular. What is the importance of non-singular matrix we discussed? Whenever a matrix is non-singular, that implies that its inverse exists. This is what I told you the last time. We did not discuss anything, but I told this the last time. Implies that A inverse exists. A inverse exists because it is non-singular. So from here, what can you tell? Why is that so important here? Because if the A inverse exists, then I am going to multiply A inverse on both sides. So A inverse into A, matrix multiplication into A transpose is equal to A inverse matrix A inverse into I. What does this mean? That means you call a matrix as an orthogonal matrix when its inverse is same as its transpose. If the transpose of a matrix is same as the inverse of that matrix, then we say that that matrix is an orthogonal matrix. Okay, note this down. Okay. Now write the second note here itself. If A is orthogonal, if A is orthogonal, then that implies A transpose is also orthogonal. If you say a matrix A is orthogonal, then you can say its transpose matrix is also orthogonal. This is very, very easy to prove, but still I'm not going into the proof because I have to use a property of inverse matrix. Right? Can we move ahead? Or what you can do, you can prove it in a very easy way. See, you can prove it also. Let B equal to A transpose. Okay. Now, if A into A transpose is equal to I, can I write this as A transpose whole transpose into A transpose is equal to 1? Is everyone okay with this step? I'm writing A as A transpose whole transpose. From here, I'm writing this as B transpose. B transpose into B is equal to I. Hence proved. Hence B is an orthogonal matrix. But what is B? B is nothing but A transpose. Okay. This proof is okay. Did you guys understand? Small proof. Okay. Next point, identity matrix is also an orthogonal matrix. needless to say, this is very easy to understand. I is also an orthogonal matrix. Next point. Let us say we have two matrices, matrix A and matrix B, both are which are orthogonal matrices. So, matlab both of them are square and both of them are orthogonal. Then in that case, we can say that the product is also orthogonal. Then AB is also orthogonal. How do you prove this? Let C be A into B. Then what is C transpose? What is C transpose?
B transpose, A transpose.
So, how do you prove something is orthogonal? We have to check what is C into C transpose. What is C into C transpose? AB into B transpose A transpose, which is nothing but A into, we know that matrix multiplication is associated. So I'm writing this as B transpose A transpose. But what is B into B transpose? Huh?
Identity.
Hence proof. Okay. So C also turns out to be identity matrix. Similar, you can find out C transpose into C, same thing. Right? Any doubt?
सर वो B into B ट्रांसपोज क्या हुआ फिर?
B एक ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स है ना?
हाँ.
तो ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स का मतलब क्या है? B into B ट्रांसपोज क्या होगा?
I हो जाए.
तो वही क्या यहाँ?
हाँ तो सर मतलब वो I लेने से फिर वो A into A ट्रांसपोज होगा.
A into I into A ट्रांसपोज होगा. किसी से मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए I. You can multiply on any side. A into I क्या होगा?
अच्छा हाँ अच्छा हाँ
ठीक है.
A हो.
Till this point, everyone is clear? Right. Now, the ship will sail very peacefully and calm till here. But this point is where the storm is going to begin. And this point is where all the questions are going to be asked. And this point is where many students forget this matrix. They don't want to learn this. But you listen very carefully and things will be very simple. Okay. Pay very close attention to the fifth point. We are going to derive very important conclusions from this fifth point. Let an orthogonal matrix. Let an orthogonal matrix A be equal to x1, y1, z1, x2, y2 z2 x3 y3 z3. From here, what is the transpose? Does everyone agree that this is a transpose? From here, I am telling that this is A transpose. Any problem? If this is given as A, can I say this is A transpose? Right? Now I want you guys to multiply both of them. I know it looks very cumbersome, painful, still. The conclusion we'll get is very important. So just go ahead and let us multiply these two matrices. So what is the first element here? Can someone tell me what is first element?
x1 square plus x2 y1 plus x3 y.
No, I don't know how you made such a mistake. See, first element will be
x1
row 1 into column 1. हाँ बोलो. My
x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square.
good. It will be x1 square, y1 square, z1 square. Na? Everyone agrees this is the first element. ठीक है? What is the next element? First column, second element.
x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2.
y1, y2 plus z1, z2.
Yeah. Third one.
x1 x3 plus y1 y3 plus z1 z3.
Right. ठीक है. Now next column.
Plus y2 square plus z2 square.
Yeah, I'm just writing it in this way. Is that okay? Sigma x1 x2. What will this become? Sigma? हाँ? ये टर्म क्या होगा?
Sir, y1 y2.
y1 y2 कैसे हुआ? Second row, second.
Sir, x2 y2. I mean x1. 1 second.
See, okay. See, I'll tell you.
y2, x2, sorry,
नहीं, हो
x2.
गया. Wrong. See, I taught in the last class, when you multiply matrix multiplication, suppose you want this element. So you have to take the row from the first and you have to take the column from the second matrix. Okay. Abhi, this is the position 2, 2. So take the second row and take the second column. What is the second row? x2, y2, z2. What is the second column? x2, y2. So on multiplying these two vectors, I told it's like vector dot product only. If you do the dot product of these two vectors, you will get the element in that position. So at least now tell me, what is this? What is this element?
It will be x2 square plus y2 square plus z2 square.
Okay. Next, third one.
x2, x3 plus y2, y3 plus z2, z3.
Next, yeah.
और x3 x1 plus y3 y1 plus z1 z3
हाँ हो गया. Next.
फिर x3
x2
x2
to y3
plus
y2 z3 z2.
Okay. Last element.
x3 square plus y3 square plus
What did we write? ये सब करने के बाद क्या मिला हमको? This is nothing but a into what? हाँ?
A transpose.
A into A transpose. All of you forgot what we started with. This is A into A transpose. ठीक है? I think I'll just write the same thing in the next video. So basically, A into A transpose turned out to be. I'm writing the same thing. Don't worry. Sigma x1 square, sigma x2 square, sigma x3 square. Sigma x1 square मतलब x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. And this turned out to be sigma x1 x2 है ना? It was sigma x1 x2. And this is also sigma x1 x2. Sigma x1 x3. And this one also sigma x1 x3. This was sigma x2 x3. And this is also sigma x2 x3. Clear? Can you please explain the summation elements? Which element? Exactly आप बोलेंगे तो I'll explain. Amisha?
So how you are writing the elements in the form of summation of the first term?
Not first term. Sigma x1 square is nothing but x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. This is what I mean. Okay? ये तो समझ गए ना? You understood this?
नहीं sir.
Sorry. How do you get the first term on multiplying these two? है ना? This row and this column on multiplication only you get ना this.
Yes sir.
So फिर क्या आएगा? यही चीज आएगा x1 square plus y1 square plus
Yes sir.
That is what I am writing as sigma. Sigma is with respect to xyz. Yeah, I am not writing such details. This is xyz. This is not r equal to 1 to 10 or something. This is just with respect to x with respect to y. That type of sigma also you must have seen. Or maybe you guys didn't see. This means x square plus y square plus z square.
Oh, okay sir.
ठीक है ना? That's what I mean. Similarly, ये सब चीज भी. Now you only tell me Amisha इसका meaning क्या होगा? बताएं. अरे चला गया. Anyone else can replace her? मतलब answer
x2 x3 y2 y3 z2 z3.
y to y. ठीक है. So on and so forth. Now it is clear to everyone. This is clear to
Yes, sir.
everyone. I hope you noted it down. Did you guys note it down? Can I erase?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, maybe I'll keep it. So what is this equal to? If this is an orthogonal matrix, what do you mean by orthogonal matrix? A into A transpose equal to I होना चाहिए. So that means this whole matrix should be equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. है ना? है ना?
yes sir.
Yes sir.
Yes.
When are two matrices equal?
So when
So-
the corresponding elements are equal.
तो यहाँ क्या होना चाहिए फिर?
The summation of x1 square, summation of x2 square, or summation x2 individually 1.
Very important. मतलब x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square equal to x2 square plus y2 square plus z2 square equal to x3 square plus y3 square plus z3 square इक्वल टू क्या होना चाहिए?
1.
1. ये रिजल्ट हमको कहां से आया? कहां से आया ये रिजल्ट? हाँ, यहाँ से आया ना? Everyone is clear what we're doing, or does it seem like French and Greek? We're equating these two elements. Matrix equality, if you remember in your notes, if you have written, in the first class we defined matrix equality. So we're equating the corresponding elements. Guys are understanding?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, then tell me what is the other part?
Sir, x1, x2 plus y1, y2 plus z1, z2 is 0.
Plus x1, x2, y1, x2, x3 plus y2, y3 plus z2, z3. Okay. Can we come to these two conclusions? Sure, I will send what I wrote.
Sir, I mistakenly, like I sent it to you, I had to send it to Ria. I'm sorry. Sir, can you go to the previous page? You wanted the screenshot actually.
Oh, you can ask me on. Anyway, after class I share the notes. अभिंशु पिछले बार आपको दिया ना notes?
हाँ सर, मिला.
मिला? ठीक है, आप ग्रुप में डाल दो, बाकी लोग को भी मिलेगा. ठीक है?
ठीक है.
ठीक है रिया, you will get after class. मतलब
Okay,
कुछ
sir.
डाउट है? रिया कुछ डाउट है क्या?
No, sir.
डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए. What is there? If anyone has
No, sir.
doubt anytime, क्लास में कभी भी कुछ समझ नहीं आया तुरंत पूछना चाहिए.
सर मुझे लिखना था, वैसे ये लिखा नहीं था.
ठीक है.
Sir, actually, I'm not able to send it to anyone else but you.
I know. I will put the settings like that. The juniors were misusing. Anyway, so this is these two conclusions. Can we get from this A into A transpose is equal to I? ठीक है? Everyone is clear with this? Now what I'm going to write
Yes.
is very important. In other words, yeah. Okay. Fine. In other words, every row can be considered. Every row can be considered as a unit vector. In other words, every row can be considered as a unit vector. Okay. In other words, every row. See, what do you mean by every row? ये एक row है x1, y1, z1. You can consider this as a unit vector. Why? Because its magnitude is 1. इसका magnitude 1 है. So I'm considering it to be a unit vector. This is one unit vector. This is also one unit. This is the first one. And the three unit vectors. The three unit vectors are mutually orthogonal. What do you mean by mutually orthogonal? You guys understand mutually orthogonal? So they are all perpendicular to each other.
Yes, sir.
How did we come to this conclusion? ये पॉइंट कैसे आया, ये पॉइंट कैसे आया?
Sir, they are mutually, sir, because of the second statement. उन लोगों के दोनों के बीच का dot product.
Dot.
It is.
Yes. Good. Very good. This we get because, see, very important. This understanding is important. So actually, you can consider them as unit vectors. Let us say x1i, y1j plus z1k. ठीक है? And मान लीजिए दूसरा है x1 x2i plus y2j plus z2. Now this is a unit vector, this is a unit vector, and if you perform dot product between both of these, you actually get this. यही चीज मिलेगा आपको, which is x1 x2 plus y1 y2 plus z1 z2, which is 0. है ना? So actually, these are all three of them are a set of mutually orthogonal unit vectors. मतलब you can represent it in that way. Okay.
Sir.
Yes, बोलो.
Sir, ये ऊपर वाला statement फिर से समझा देंगे. Every row can be considered as a unit vector.
What is the magnitude of this vector x1i plus y1j plus z1k? Huh?
1.
Mayuk?
Sir, 1 कैसे होगा?
यहाँ आए ना यार ये सब.
Sir, their square, the sum of the squares is 1.
हाँ. तो अंडर रूट कैसे?
Sir?
So अंडर रूट 1 क्या होगा?
One second. Sir, अच्छा, yes sir, ठीक है.
इसका मैग्नीट्यूड वेक्टर्स में इतना वेक्टर्स आता होगा सबको, फिजिक्स में है ना वेक्टर्स टॉपिक.
Yes sir.
सर वो जो मतलब x1 x2 वो वाला पार्ट थोड़ा समझा सकते हैं, मतलब वो क्या थोड़ा ठीक समझ नहीं आया वो वाला.
हाँ, सी ये एक्चुअली कैसा है, क्योंकि हम बीच में इन दोनों का बीच में मल्टीप्लिकेशन किया.
हाँ.
That is how we got this. ये समझ में है ना यहाँ कैसा है.
हाँ, उतना समझ
उसके बाद ये जीरो कैसे आया, क्योंकि ये दोनों मैट्रिक्स ये सब करने के बाद it should be equal to identity matrix ना. So after I equated it to identity matrix, इसका मतलब ये पूरा जीरो होना पड़ेगा फिर. बट ये जीरो, इसका मतलब क्या? अगेन आई कैन कंपेयर इट विद टू वेक्टर्स ऑफ दिस फॉर्म जिनका डॉट प्रोडक्ट करने के बाद जीरो आ रहा है। ये दोनों
हाँ
वेक्टर
हाँ
का
हाँ।
डॉट प्रोडक्ट क्या?
अच्छा
समझ गया? x1 x2
हाँ
का।
हाँ, अच्छा अच्छा, मतलब आप डॉट प्रोडक्ट लिए फिर वो जीरो हो रहा है इधर।
इसी तरह इन दोनों का डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी जीरो होगा, इसी तरह फर्स्ट और थर्ड का डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी जीरो हो रहा है। इट्स नॉट दैट आई एम मेकिंग, इफ इट हैज टू बिकम इक्वल टू आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स, ऐसे होना पड़ेगा।
सर अगर एक ऐसा मैट्रिक्स रहे जहाँ मतलब डायगोनल्स 1 रहे और जस्ट जो मतलब एलिमेंट्स है वो अगर नॉन जीरो हो, तब क्या होगा? मतलब तब हम वेक्टोरियली मतलब वेक्टर के रेस्पेक्ट में हम क्या बोलेंगे फिर?
समझा नहीं, फिर बोल सकते हैं?
सर अगर एक मैट्रिक्स रहे जिसमें मतलब जो डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है वो सब 1 है और बाकी एलिमेंट्स मतलब नॉन जीरो है, तब क्या
नॉन
होगा
जीरो,
फिर? हाँ
हाँ ठीक है। तो फिर आपका क्वेश्चन क्या?
तो सर तब क्या होगा? मतलब यहाँ जैसे आप एक स्टेटमेंट दिए कि अदर वर्ड मतलब एवरी रो कैन बी कंसिडर्ड एज यूनिट वेक्टर एंड द 3 यूनिट्स वेक्टर आर म्यूचुअली ऑर्थोगोनल।
तो ये नहीं होगा यूनिट वेक्टर। सो दिस विल नॉट बी ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स, सिंपल ना। कि ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स होने के लिए ये होना पड़ेगा, because I didn't introduce anything ना, we simply multiplied, we took a any arbitrary matrix x1 y1 z1, कुछ भी हो सकते हैं, but when can you say it is orthogonal? You can say it is orthogonal provided A into A transpose is becoming identity matrix. वो हम चेक करें, we are checking when it can become equal to identity matrix. वो जब चेक करें हमको ये दो कंडीशंस है, ठीक है?
मींस इसका क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट और डॉट प्रोडक्ट दोनों ही होगा, कुछ
क्रॉस
मतलब इसका
प्रोडक्ट
कुछ
का बात
वैल्यू
ही नहीं
होगा?
आया, डॉट प्रोडक्ट जीरो आ रहा है, इसका मतलब परपेंडिकुलर है, दोनों म्यूचुअली परपेंडिकुलर। ओके,
हाँ हाँ।
टेक टाइम एंड एवरीवन शुड टेक टाइम एंड डाइजेस्ट।
नहीं नहीं, वो डॉट प्रोडक्ट वाला समझ में आया, मतलब आप कैसे बोल।
ओके, बाकी बच्चे कुछ डाउट है? कुछ डाउट है क्या बाकी बच्चों को? फाइन, एवरीवन एल्स इज ओके। Think over, if anyone has any doubt you can ask. Now next point might look little more confusing, but again, next point. Okay, next point, I hope none of you are confused, but next point I'm going to prove using property number 2. Property 2. What is property 2? What is property 2?
So if A is orthogonal, then A transpose is also orthogonal.
So imagine that we start with the same question, matlab same A. Now whatever you are speaking for A, it is true also for A transpose. Okay. In other words, if it has to become orthogonal, it is necessary that along the over here, along the column also, it is also true. It is also true. It is also true that every column can be considered. Every column can also be considered. Can be considered as, can anyone tell? A unit vector. This you guys will be finding very shocking. In other words, I know it will be very hard for you to digest, but mathematically everything is as clear as crystal. x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square also has to be 1, and this should be the same value of y1 square, and this should be the value of z1 square. And here sigma means y1 square plus y2 square plus y3 square. Sigma is about 1, 2, 3. It is also true that every column can be considered as a unit vector, and the 3 column vectors can be considered as 3 mutually orthogonal unit vectors. Okay, right. ये point सबको digest हुआ क्या? Are you guys able to appreciate or at least understand this point? You still might be shocked, sir. How it is possible? Will it really happen? Yes, it will happen. We'll go to the examples in a while. But mathematically, at least, is everyone able to agree? I said because whatever is true for A, if A is orthogonal, we're able to prove all this. The second property is telling A transpose is also orthogonal. That means if I transpose, take the transpose here, मतलब ये matrix यहाँ आएगा और ये matrix यहाँ आएगा. Okay. ये matrix यहाँ, ये matrix यहाँ. x1, x2, x3, वो y1, y2, y3, z1, z2, z3 into x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, z1, z2, z3. Okay. Now when you do the matrix multiplication of both of these vectors, exact same steps hai. Are you guys understanding? Abhi tak jo kiya, we'll do the same steps again. But now instead of sigma, I mean x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square, we'll get x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square. And that should turn out to be 1. See, these are very, very powerful techniques of mathematics. That's what I told. This you can use for solving questions from other topics also. I'll give some questions also. But if it is true in one way, then it will be true in the other way also. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this last point? If you apply the same technique for the transpose matrix, you will get this result.
Means you are trying to say that A multiplied by AT is equals to AT multiplied by A.
You can say that. मतलब A into A transpose equal to I जब किया, जो result आया. Now next time when we're doing A transpose into A is equal to I, then you'll get this result. x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square should be 1. y1 square plus y2 square plus y3 square should be 1. z1 square plus z2 square plus z3 square should be 1. And apart from that, x1 y1 plus x2 y2 plus
मतलब dot product भी हो 0.
Yeah, x3 y3 will turn out to be 0, and you'll get the same set again. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Of course it's not okay. It's not tough here. How it will be okay? We'll do some examples, then maybe it will be easier. Did everyone note it down at least? Did you note it? Next page. जा सकते हैं?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Ria copied, na Ria?
Yes, sir.
What I'll do, I did not do with other students till now, but maybe we can do it in this class. Just tell me a unit vector. Anyone, tell me a simple unit vector. 1 by root 2 I cap plus 1 by root 2 j cap. ये ठीक है? This is okay?
Yes, sir.
Or maybe this is too simple. Little tougher, you give me something. You guys only decide. Tell me something. 1 by 2 root 3 by 2. Okay? Let us say this is one vector. What is the vector which is orthogonal to this? Root 3 by 2 I minus 1 by 2 j. The unit vector which is orthogonal. Do you guys agree? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what we are telling, one thing which we are telling is mod of A is equal to 1. And we are also telling mod of B is equal to 1. And we are telling A dot B is equal to 0. ये सबको दिख रहे हैं ना? ये तो सबको दिख रहा है clearly?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now is the very surprising thing. What is surprising thing? Surprising thing is now you form a vector in the other direction. मतलब, let this be a vector and let this be the other vector. So let us define a vector C, which is 1 by 2 I plus root 3 by 2 j. You have to change the vector here. And you take one more d, which is root 3 by 2 I minus 1 by 2 j. I think you got the same thing, no? You got the same thing, isn't it? So again, you'll see that mod of C and mod of D both are 1, and dot product of C and D is also 1. ठीक है? ये पॉइंट ठीक है? All of you are silent, like, sir, आप क्या क्या कुछ समझ नहीं. I wanted to show that in any direction you go, you'll get the same conclusion. Okay, wait, maybe we'll do one more example. Let us just change this a bit. मान लीजिए यहाँ भी plus है and यहाँ minus. Still this condition will be true. Can I say that this condition will still be true? Yes, no?
Yes.
Now you define a other vector in this way. See what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to prove this last point, that in one time in a matrix we're going along this side and we're telling this side is a unit vector and we're doing dot product in this direction. But now I'm telling we're going along this side and proving that this side will also be a unit vector and you can also do dot product in this direction. That is what we're trying to prove. Now go in this direction, construct a unit vector. What is the new unit vector? It will be 1 by 2 I minus root 3 by 2 j. This is something very new. We have not seen this. And what is d? Root 3 by 2 I cap plus 1 by 2 j cap. So what I'm telling still these will remain as unit vectors. If you want, you can check. You'll still see that both of them are unit vectors. Are you guys able to see? Both of them are unit vectors. Yes, sir. And still you'll see the dot product in this direction is also 0. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is the magic. This magic even your physics teachers might not teach. But you can do all this in orthogonal matrix. What is the application, you might wonder, sir? ये सब क्या फायदा ये सब पता कर? बहुत फायदा. You have many questions in matrices itself, many questions, and in many other exams like ISI, all those exams. Sometimes you get questions where you can apply this stuff. Even though question might not seem like it is in any way having any relation with matrices, you can get you can use this concept and get the answer. I'll give you one example. Okay, I don't expect that all of you will do it. I'll just write the question and solve it. For example, let us say we define a question in this. 1 second. I just wrote it down. 1 second. Question. Let me change the color. Let A, B, C, and D. Let us say A, B, C, D are some real numbers. Okay. And what type of real numbers? Such that A square plus B square is equal to 1, and this is equal to C square plus D square. Also what is given? Also it is given that AC plus BD is equal to 0. Okay. Now the question is, find A square plus C square. Let us say the question is find A square and C square, and also find AC into BD and find AB plus C. Okay. Let us say this question comes in an exam. Believe it or not, you can use this solving the concept of orthogonal matrices. See, आपको JEE में ये सब questions नहीं आएगा. I'm just showing the utility. Don't worry. This is just like an exhibition, है ना? I don't expect that you guys apply this stuff, but I'll show you the application, JEE point of view application. Now you see what you can do. You can use these two clues, and you can say that I can definitely define a orthogonal matrix using these two data. क्योंकि बस हमको ये दोनों चाहिए. We just require these two things to define an orthogonal matrix. Basically, you can say that, sir, I can define an orthogonal matrix A, B, C, D. Okay. Why? Because along this row I have a unit vector. Along this row I have a unit vector. A square plus B square unit vector. Yeah. And when I do the dot product in between these two vectors, I'm getting 0. Therefore, sir, I can say that I can construct a orthogonal matrix in this fashion. Here is an orthogonal matrix. Okay. But then is an orthogonal matrix. But then from property 2, what does this mean? This implies property 2 or last note what I wrote. If it is an orthogonal matrix in one direction, it is an orthogonal matrix in the other direction. That means I can consider this also as a unit vector, this also as unit vector, and I can do dot product in this fashion. This implies A square plus C square also necessarily has to be 1, and B square plus D square also has to be 1. And when you do the dot product, AB plus CD should be equal to 0. So this will be 1 and this will be 0. So at first sight, it looks like this question has nothing to do with matrices, but again, using this, you can solve it. Now you might ask, sir, can we solve this only with matrices? Normally भी कर सकते क्या? कर सकते हैं. कैसे? वो आप लोगों को सोचना पड़ेगा. Right? Can I go to the next page? Now
Yes,
I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you what type of questions come in JEE, and trust me, many questions come in JEE. Now I'll give a JEE type question. Okay. And if you did not trust me, this thing is not taught in many places. People find it confusing. There is nothing confusing. I'm telling this is new. See, you guys have to understand difference between new and confusing. Okay. Don't think that this concept is confusing. This concept is new, very, very new. This is not confusing, it is new. Whatever I wrote down, take your time to understand it. There's not much in it, okay? But what happens, because people find this confusing, I saw teachers don't like to teach it this way, but you have to teach it. If you don't teach this in this way, you'll spend a lot of time doing the same questions in JEE. There are so many questions in JEE. For example, I'll give a very simple question. Or let me open the JEE book itself. 1 second. 1 second. Let's see previous year JEE questions. Previous year means recent 2019. Okay, right. So I'm sharing the screen. Yeah. Are you guys able to see? You're able to see?
Yes, sir.
So this is the Arihant book. I have Arihant Disha few books. This is the Arihant book. It has new questions. So first question I gave the other day. Now you see third question is also orthogonal matrix. And second question is also orthogonal matrix. Third question is also orthogonal matrix. Fourth question is idempotent. Fifth question, orthogonal matrix. We'll do fifth, okay? First let us do fifth. And trust me, in the same book, I'll show you the solution. Unfortunately, I don't have the snap of the solution, but you'll be shocked if you see what these people do. Okay, but before that, all of you try this. Try the fifth question.
Sir, 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 is the answer B?
D for?
B for Bombay.
D for Bombay. Right answer. Congratulations, Mike. You just answered JEE mains question. You have very bright future ahead. Wish you all success. मतलब कैसे किया?
Sir, each column can be treated as a unit vector.
Boss, see, that's why you attend my classes. ऐसे ऐसे हो जाएगा. I just went out just so that to bring the solution. उसी बुक का solution लिखा था एक सेकंड. बाकी बच्चे others. Other students.
So can you wait?
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, but I cannot wait. I'm waiting means you guys did not understand what I'm saying. What are you doing? Huh?
Sir, first, like each row can be considered as a unit vector. So it is 4q square plus r square is equal to 1.
Yes. That's good,
And
but see, then why did I spend so much time explaining this? Yeah, I'm not scolding you, but what is the point in explaining this last point? Why did we do that last exercise? One second. One second. See, did you understand what we are saying by this last note? Honestly tell, did you understand what you said by this last note?
yes, sir.
What is it saying? It is saying that you can go about the row. You can say each row is a unit vector. At the same time, you can also consider every column also as a unit vector.
Yes, sir.
So see, now if you want only to find P,
Because then it will be p square plus p square is equal to 1, then p is equal to 1 by root 2.
yeah. Now you tell me if you want to find only the magnitude of P, then would you choose to go this side or would you choose to go this side?
Sir, column.
Column, na? Because you know that this is also be a unit vector. And we are not making this up. If you want, you check here. Here also you'll find that all the properties are true. Like you do dot product. What is dot product of this column and this column?
Sir, 0.
0. What is dot product this and this?
0.
What is dot product of whatever is remaining? This one, this
0.
one, this one. 0. Okay. So it is not violating. It cannot be, na? Because everything we derived mathematically. So whether you go about a column or whether you go about a row, you are going to get the answer. Is it okay? Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Others, Amisha, Avishi, Ria, Vingshu.
सर आ गया है आंसर.
Yes, sir, I got the answer.
No, answer is fine. Answer you will get in 10 ways. But how to get the answer? That's what we are speaking. How to get the answer? Going about row or column?
Column.
Column. Good. See, if you don't, then there's not much advantage of discussing all this. See, for example, this is the solution in the book itself. Now in the book they are solved like this. It's a good book. It has good collection. But see, now if you do you see what he's doing? He wrote A and he is multiplying with A transpose. Okay. And after doing all this, what is he getting? He's getting the same result what we got. That too along the row. Okay. Now he has 3 equations in 3 variables. And after that he's solving those 3 equations and he's getting this.
Sir, I got the same answer till part 4.
Yeah, see. Now you took so much time and came till here. And further if you would have solved, you would have got answer. But now see how much time did you take doing all this? And that too sitting in JEE exam. At least you spend 10 minutes. And trust me, if you're spending 10 minutes on this question, you have made a very bad choice. Today, sir was telling, Lakshmi Narayan sir, you should be very, very careful in choosing your questions. Always choose the easy questions, right? So you cannot afford to do this question in the exam. This way, if your knowledge is limited to only the first sentence, then you'll end up doing all this. तब ये question attempt करके बड़ा गलती हो जाता है. Better in that case, you should leave this question. Okay. But if you're fortunate enough to have understood what we discussed, then you can attempt the question, not just attempt it within 5 seconds, like Mayuk answered. Within 5 seconds, you can quickly mark the answer. Is that okay? Okay, I'll give 1-2 more questions. Don't worry. And you can expect more questions in exam also. If A is an orthogonal matrix, find alpha, beta, all positive. where A is equal to 0 alpha, 1 second, 0 alpha alpha 2 beta. Gamma minus gamma.
Sir, is it alpha is equal to 1 by root 2, beta is equal to 1 by root 6, and gamma is equal to 1 by root 3?
Yeah. Beta equal to 1 by root 6. Gamma equal to 1 by root 3. What is the way how to do it? Should you go along a row or column?
Column.
Yeah, same thing. Here also we go about a column and consider each column as a unit vector. See, one simple thing I'll tell here, even if you want to go about row, एक चीज है, you don't know, it is not going to get simplified easily. दूसरा चीज है, see, the dot product has to be 0 na. That also you cannot immediately tell. Like what is the dot product of these two? Alpha square minus beta square minus gamma square. Who knows if that is 0? But now check the dot product amongst your columns. इन दोनों का dot product. What do you get?
0.
0 na. Immediately we get it as 0. Similarly, these two, you do the dot product of this column,
0.
0. First and third, also 0.
0.
Right? So that itself gives a clue that it is easy to verify things about a column. Okay. Did everyone understand concept of orthogonal matrix?
Yes, sir.
So, should we discuss more or should we stop for today?
Sir, we can do more.
But actually, see, the next topic is a very big topic. That is, I am not. Next topic is adjoint. Next, we'll start adjoint of a matrix, and after that, we'll define inverse. So, other thing is solving equations using matrices. So these are the next topics remaining. We have adjoint, properties of adjoint. We have A inverse. Basically, these two will go parallelly. And then the next topic is solving equations. Solving equations using matrices. The different methods of solving equations using matrices. So how many of you think we should stop? How many of you think we should continue?
How much time will it take? Adjoint?
At max, I'll go till 8 only, whatever. Adjoint
So
won't be
continue.
complicated.
So we can continue.
Okay. 1 second. एक दो चीजें which I have not discussed. This is a conjugate matrix, Hermitian matrix, Q Hermitian matrix. I don't think it is part of syllabus. That's why I did not discuss. But can you guys help me and check and let me know if it is part of syllabus? I can discuss. I am thinking it is not part of syllabus, so I am not discussing. If someone finds out that it is part of syllabus, then let me know. Then okay, I think I have a better idea. We'll not start adjoint matrix, but maybe we can start determinants. Should we start determinants? Basic determinant properties. That is better. Okay. Okay, so we'll do determinants. Chalo, let us start because we have some time. Maybe I'll take 20 more minutes class and we'll discuss determinants. Okay. So determinants. There's a very interesting story why determinants are called as determinants. In your school, you must have solved these equations. A1x plus b1y equal to c1. A2x plus b2y equal to c2. How do you solve this?
Elimination.
What do you do in elimination?
Sir, we write the x, y, and then the constant is equal to then uske baad niche.
अरे ऐसे बोलेंगे तो क्या?
we write x by फिर मतलब जो x का जो मतलब कोएफिशिएंट्स है उसको छोड़ के मतलब b1 c2 मतलब ऐसे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके माइनस कर मतलब
करेक्ट, वो आंसर है. मेरे को प्रोसीजर चाहिए. वो फॉर्मूला है ना, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन फॉर्मूला बोल रहे हैं. वो भी कैसे आता है? हाउ डू यू गेट दैट? बेसिक चीज है. Elimination, someone is telling this is how you do elimination. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
ऐसे करके subtract करता है. So what do you get on subtracting?
Oh sir, one variable means x got eliminated.
A2 b1 minus b2 a1 into y is equal to क्या होगा? A2 c1 minus a1 c2. Okay, see generally ulta aate a1 b2 b2 a1, but here I wrote the equation in that way na. Generally you should write c here, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, but since I wrote c1 here thoda ulta aa raha hai, but no problem, doesn't make any. From here what is the value of y?
Sir, A2 C1 minus A1 C2 by A2 B1 minus B2 A1.
Yeah. Similarly, you'll get x also with the same denominator, more or less the same denominator. Can you guys tell me what is the value of x? I think you'll get something like this, b2 c1 minus b1 c2. Just check, mostly you'll get something like this, a2 b1 minus b2 a1. ठीक है? Will you get this?
Yes sir.
Yeah. See, when can you tell that a solution exists for x and y? This is like your domain type question, finding domain. When can you tell that the domain will exist for this?
When the
denominator not equal to 0.
Not equal to 0.
Basically, ये condition. This is the condition that a2 b1 minus b2 a1 does not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then you have no solution. है ना? If it equal to 0, then that means you don't have any solution. Now you know from three coordinate geometry that if it is equal to 0, then it is representing either parallel lines or same line. Now we know that. So if it is not equal to 0 only, then you will have a unique solution. But if it is equal to 0, that means it is either set of parallel lines or coincident lines, and it has no solution. Everyone is clear? Yeah,
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yeah. Now what has happened, this particular quantity is determining whether the solution is existing or not. Since this determines whether solution exists or not, this is called the determinant. Get it na? Because it's determined, it's called determinant. समझ रहे हैं आप लोग? No, the etymological understanding is not here. This is determining whether the system has solutions or not. Therefore, this is called as a determinant of the system of equations. Okay? Not okay? You guys
Yes, sir.
understand? Yeah. So now this same thing can be written in another way. You can write this as A1, B1 and A2, B2. Whatever you wrote here, you can write it in this way, symbolic. Just like you guys are telling cross multiplication ka kuch bol diya. Now this is also one sort of symbol. It is a determinant, and determinants are applied to matrices. And this is defined as A1, B2 minus B1, A2. So basically, when this quantity is not 0, when the determinant delta is not 0, we say that the system equation has a unique solution. Okay. Implies unique solution. Okay. Everyone is clear till now? Okay.
Okay, sir.
So next heading. Minor. Minor of a matrix. Oh, sorry, minor of an element. Minor of an element. What do you mean by minor of an element? Minor of an element. Minor of an element. Aij. Minor of an element Aij in a matrix. In a matrix. One second. Instead of matrix, write square matrix. Because we define determinants only for square matrix. In a square matrix. In a square matrix is the determinant of the submatrix obtained on eliminating the ith row and jth column. Okay, I think the submatrix is a new word. Did we define submatrix first class? Yes or no?
No.
Just write submatrix here in a box. Are you saying something, Amisha? Submatrix is a matrix obtained. Submatrix is a matrix obtained on eliminating any row. Any row or any number of rows or any number of columns. Any number of columns. Better I'll give examples. Example. That is, you have 1, 2, 10, 50. So you can tell 1, 10 is a submatrix. 1, 2 is a submatrix. 10, 50 is a submatrix. Can I say 150 is also submatrix? Huh? 150 diagonally भी दे सकते क्या?
सर इसे मैट्रिक्स कैसे बोलेंगे?
No, sir.
नहीं दे. ठीक है. So these three are, and you can write 1, 2, 10, 50, 250 ये भी छोड़ दें. These are all submatrices. मतलब basically you have to eliminate properly a row or a column, and if you want you can eliminate. See here you cannot eliminate 2 rows or 2 columns. In a bigger matrix you can eliminate 2 rows, 2 columns also. So that is a submatrix. We'll come back to the definition of submatrix again when we talk about rank of a matrix. Okay. Minor is a very simple concept. Most of you might be knowing also. So minor is the determinant of the submatrix obtained on eliminating. Now see, when you're dealing with minor of a square matrix, you're eliminating a row and a column. See, from a square, if you eliminate 1 row and 1 column, what do you get? You get another square matrix. Okay. So if the order was n, then after eliminating 1 row, 1 column, you'll get a square matrix of order n minus 1. Example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let us say this is a matrix. So the symbol of this is Mij. M12. Can anyone tell me what is M12?
Two.
2. Let us check. We have to eliminate the first row in the second column. And then whatever is remaining, what is remaining? What is submatrix obtained? 4, 6.
4, 6, 7, 9.
So now we have to find what is the determinant of this. What is the determinant of this?
minus 6. So M12 equals to minus 6.
Minus. How you got 2?
Sir, what is M? M is like what is it?
The symbol of minor.
Okay.
Minor of element ij. Aij is Mij. Okay?
Sir, I thought you were asking the element at 1, 2.
No, element is Aij. Minor is Mij. Okay.
Okay, sir.
One more. What is M33?
Minus 3.
Minus 3. What is M23?
Minus 6.
Minus 6. Okay. You guys are able to understand?
Yes, sir.
So anyone has doubt? Is anyone amazed or stunned how we got these values? Okay. ठीक है ना?
So M23 will be 6 only.
M2 and 3. Okay. 8 minus 1 into 8 minus 7 into 2 ना, है ना?
Yes, sir. पर सर आगे -1 to the power ij.
ये क्या होता है?
Sir, mij equals to -1 to the power ij into aij.
ये क्या है? I never said that. मैं बोला क्या ऐसा?
No, sir.
चल ठीक है, नेक्स्ट कोफैक्टर ऑफ एन एलिमेंट. Cofactor of an element. Cofactor of an element. Cofactor of an element. Aij. Symbol is Cij. Where Cij is equal to -1 to the power I plus j into. Basically, whatever minor you are getting, you have to multiply the minor with -1 for I plus j. ठीक है? Now again, let us see. What is C12? Consider the same matrix, okay? Use the same matrix, even though it doesn't look very good. Yeah, but still it's a simple matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is C12? Find the value C12, C23, C34.
6.
Yeah, 6. Next C23 क्या होगा?
What, sir?
6.
6.
C33
-3.
-3.
minus 3. C23 will be 6. And C3 will be -3. How? This is -1 for 1 plus 2 into what is M12? M12 यहाँ है. Similarly, this is nothing but -1 for 2 plus 3 into -6. This is -1 to the power 3 plus 3. Okay, that is how we got these three answers. Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now we are going to write two very important points. We'll write 2 points. First point of definition. Second point is called point of distinction. Anyone knows this? What is point of definition? What is point of distinction? Point of definition tells the sum of the product of the product of the elements. The sum of the product of the elements of any row or column. The sum of product of the elements of any row or column with its corresponding cofactors will give the determinant with its corresponding cofactors will give the value of the determinant. Will give the value of the determinant of that matrix. Okay. And kindly underline the word any. And by any we mean any row or any column. You can go about any row or any column. You'll get the determinant. Okay. Now let us say that the determinant is defined as delta. So that means delta is nothing but A11 C11 plus A12 C12 plus A13 C13. And the same thing you'll get in any direction. No matter which direction you go, you'll get the same answer. If you go down, you'll get A11 C11 plus A21 C21 plus A31 C3, so on. Or if you want, you can write more example. A31 C31 plus A32 C32 plus A33 C33. Okay, even though I just wrote it like this, I hope all of you are understanding. Are all of you understanding? इसका मतलब क्या है? मतलब all of you know how to solve determinant. You know how to solve determinant now? All of you must be knowing. So this definition is telling you can always go about a row. You can go about any row, or you can go about any column also. Okay. Yeah, so when you solve the determinants, you guys must be knowing that it is possible to go about any row or any column. You can solve the determinant going like this, you can solve it going like this, going like this, going like this. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying, or is it looking all hazy? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
बाकी बच्चे डिटरमिनेंट सॉल्व करने के लिए किसी भी डायरेक्शन में जा सकते हैं ना, आइदर अलोंग दिस रो, ये रो यू कैन गो ना अबाउट दिस रो. कैसे जाते हैं? यू टेक दिस एलिमेंट, ये दोनों को कट करके इसका डिटरमिनेंट इनटू दिस करते थे, फिर ये एलिमेंट जब लेते ये दोनों कैंसिल करके इसका डिटरमिनेंट लेते हैं. वैसे करते ना आप लोग? नहीं करते क्या?
यस सर,
करते ना सब. So that is what the first point is. Point of definition मतलब भाई, you go about any row or any column, you'll end up getting the determinant. Okay. Can someone guess what is the second point? What is point of destruction? तुक्का मारिए. You guys should be intelligent enough to guess. Okay. The sum of the product of the elements, sum of the product of the elements of any row or column with the corresponding cofactors. The corresponding cofactors of elements of any other row. मतलब not that row, but now you multiply it with the corresponding elements of some other row. Or if you're taking column, then column. Here's 0. Okay. So on doing this, you'll get the determinant value. On doing this, you'll get 0. Should we do some small exercise? Or do you think it's not necessary? Should I show an example or not necessary?
Examples.
Example.
We all need examples in life. Huh? So let us say I hope it will work for 2 by 2 matrix. I'm not done before. Generally students don't ask. Yeah. So let us do it for 2 by 2 matrix. So iska, yeah. Now we'll use the definition. Let us see what you're getting by definition. A11 C11 plus A1 to C1 should be equal to delta. What is A11? 1. What is C11? C11 will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. What is M11? It is a determinant you obtained by the elimination of this matrix. But then, very surprisingly, if you eliminate 1 row, 1 column here, only thing remaining is 4. So if you have 1 by 1 matrix, determinant is same thing as the element. Okay? Clear till here?
Yes, sir.
बट सर अगर मतलब 4 बचा रहेगा तो फिर वो तो मैट्रिक्स हुआ ही नहीं है.
क्यों नहीं? 1 by 1 मैट्रिक्स है नहीं है क्या? Why are you depriving it of its status of matrix? 1 by 1 matrix बोल सकते हैं ना? हाँ? क्या? Not convinced.
नहीं सर समझ नहीं मतलब वो आप मतलब
Four.
फर्स्ट कॉलम को अगर हम हटा दे तो फिर 4 ही तो रहेगा सर.
4 ही लिख दिया इसीलिए 4 लिख दिया.
हाँ तो मतलब वो तो फिर मैट्रिक्स रहा नहीं सर कोई.
मैट्रिक्स है वही मैट्रिक्स वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ 1 by 1 मैट्रिक्स है. क्या करें छोटा मैट्रिक्स लिए एग्जांपल के लिए बड़ा मैट्रिक्स लेंगे तो 2 by 2 बचेगा.
अच्छा ठीक है
हम करेंगे और करेंगे. बेसिकली यू वांट द डिटरमिनेंट. ये माइनर इज बेसिकली डिटरमिनेंट लेकिन एक ही एलिमेंट जब होगा डिटरमिनेंट एंड द एलिमेंट आर सेम थिंग. ठीक है. Now 2 into minus 1 power 1 plus 2 into अच्छा is what is the minor here? बोलिए अविंशु. इसका माइनर क्या होगा?
3.
So this is how you calculate the determinant delta. So from here, can anyone tell me what is the determinant? 4
So -2.
minus 6. So today all of you have learned a very important point. You have learned how to calculate the determinant of a matrix. -2. Okay. Now let us look into the property of destruction, point of destruction. See, these titles I made by myself, so that you'll remember. Don't search for it on the internet or book. Okay. Point of destruction क्या बोल रहा है? A11 into C21, let us say, plus A12 into C22. Yeah. What is this equal to? A11 will be 1. What is C21? Minus 1 power 2 plus 1 into 2
2.
plus what is A12?
2.
2 into minus 1 power 2 plus 2 into
1.
which is equal to minus 2 plus 2 0. Don't think sir कुछ छोटे एग्जांपल ले ले इसीलिए आपको 0 आ गया हमने. Homework, all of you take down homework. Homework is you do it for 3 by 3 matrix. 2, 3, 4, 9, 21, 6, 11, 15, 13. All of you can take this down as homework. You tried for this matrix. Okay, you can just make the value simpler. Instead of 21, make it 2. You can make it 5. In it, do it so that you are convinced. ठीक है अविंशु?
हाँ sir.
Just experiment with this. Check if the definition is holding. मतलब you find the determinant along every row, every column, and it should turn out to be equal according to the definition. Then after that, you multiply any row with corresponding cofactors of other row. You should always get 0. Okay. Okay. इसका proof भी कर सकते. Proof का मतलब proof in the sense you just write any random A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, and you can prove it. You will see that everything becomes cyclic and cancels out. Unnecessary stuff. I'm not doing it. Okay. ठीक है? Everyone is fine? Not fine? Okay, then I think I should end the class.
Sir, fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, fine.
Still, it's quite late.
ठीक है.
So we'll meet again on Thursday. We'll meet Thursday. I didn't discuss the paper because some of you are telling that you want to try the paper. So you try the paper and it's an easy paper. I send the solutions. You should understand everything. If you don't understand, we can discuss on Thursday. And Thursday we'll do adjoint, further properties of determinants, and what is the other thing? Inverse adjoint. Okay. Anyone has any concern? Anything else to ask? Okay. Thank you very much.